Tao means how things happen, how things work. Tao is the single principle underlying all creation. Tao cannot be defined because it applies to everything. You cannot define something in terms of itself. Tao is a principle, creation is a process. That is all there is, principle and process, how and what. All creation unfolds according to Tao. There is no other way. Tao cannot be defined, but Tao can be known. The method is meditation, or being aware of what is happening. To become aware of what is happening, you must pay attention with an open mind. You must set aside your personal prejudices. Prejudiced people see only what fits those prejudices. The method of meditation works because principle and process are inseparable. All process reveals the underlying principle. This means that you can know Tao. You can know God. By knowing Tao, you know how things happen. No matter how deep you dig, you'll never come to a thing called Tao or God. Tao is not a thing. Tao is a principle or law. Tao means how. All things behave according to Tao, but Tao does not behave. Tao is never an object or a process. Tao is the law of all things, of all events. Tao is the common ground of all creation. Natural law is blind, and its justice is even-handed. The consequences of your behavior are inescapable. Being human is no excuse. True self-interest teaches selflessness. Heaven and earth endure because they are not simply selfish, but exist on behalf of all creation. This is what Tao is not. It is not a thing, it is not a sound or any other vibration. It is not divisible into parts, it does not change, it cannot be diluted or augmented, it has no partner or complement. This is what Tao is. It is one, it is unity, it determines everything, it comes before everything, it is the law of everything. The clearest, most helpful word to use for Tao is how, because Tao is the principle of how everything works. Remember that while it has no form or qualities, it is everywhere, all the time, forever. Everything works according to it. Every life unfolds according to it. Its greatness lies in its universality. It is all-inclusive. Natural events are potent because they act in accordance with how things work. They simply are. Study natural processes. The light in the sky, the gravity of Earth, the unfolding of your own ideas and insights, the emptiness of space, the fullness of life, and the behavior of saints. Since all creation is a whole, separateness is an illusion. Like it or not, we are team players. Power comes through cooperation, independence through service, and a greater self through selflessness. Do you want to be a positive influence in the world? First, get your own life in order. Ground yourself in the single principle so that your behavior is wholesome and effective. Remember that your influence begins with you and ripples outward. So be sure that your influence is both potent and wholesome. All growth spreads outward from a fertile and potent nucleus. You are that nucleus. The wise leader leads a quiet and meditative life, but most people are busy getting as many possessions as they can. The quiet path leads toward a more conscious existence. The busy path creates an exaggerated materialism. The world's goods are unevenly distributed. Some have a great deal, most have very little. We are running out of enough resources to go around. Everyone knows that. Yet those who are already encumbered by possessions get more and more possessions. They even brag about how much they have. On the other hand, compassion, sharing, and equality sustain life. This is because we are all one. When you care for someone, you enhance the harmonious energy of the whole. And that is life. These three qualities are invaluable in a leader. 1. Compassion for all creatures. 2. Material simplicity or frugality. And 3. A sense of equality or modesty. The wise leader is like water. Consider water. Water cleanses and refreshes all creatures without distinction and without judgment. Water freely and endlessly goes deep beneath the surface of things. Water is fluid and responsive. The leader can act as a warrior or as a healer. As a warrior, the leader acts with power and decision. That is the yang, or masculine aspect of leadership. But most of the time, the leader acts as a healer and is in an open, receptive, and nourishing state. That is the feminine, or yin, aspect of leadership. This mixture of doing and being, of warrior and healer, is both productive and potent. There is a third aspect of leadership, and that is Tao. Periodically, the leader withdraws from the group and returns to silence, returns to God.